Let's see. Do I have sound? Do I have vision? Yes, I do. And good evening, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am Ria. My call sign is N2RJ. And this is Two Chicks in a Radio, where the chicks are always late and the radio is always there. Okay. Anyway, so Kat's late. She had some thing. She's not eloping to Tahiti. That was a joke. Okay. And everybody knows who Brandon is. I cannot believe I have to explain who Brandon is. Have any of y'all been to a gas pump lately? Of course, you know who Brandon is. All right. Well, anyway, I don't believe any of that nonsense, by the way. Okay. I'm a very interesting person. My, yeah, I had a lot of interesting adventures. My, excuse me, car is in for service. The front trunk latch thingy is a recall, and they have to do some service to the computer in it, one of many computers that it has something with, you know, um, autopilot or something. Anyway, all right. So tonight we're going to talk about the Grayline adventures. I realize this is kind of a pun on the YouTubers Hamfest. I will be in the YouTubers Hamfest, and I am going to record my own trailer because I didn't get to record one. But I will definitely be in the YouTubers Hamfest. So, yeah, the latch is computer control, but the computer stuff is separate. When I brought it in, they kind of said, well, we have a number of different things that are in the computer for your car, like in their computer system. They said, we'll just take care of it while we're there. But by the way, you'll get your car back Saturday. And can I get a loaner? No. You get $300 in Uber vouchers. I hate Uber. I hate going in Uber. Uber drivers are nice, but the thing is, when I'm not driving, I get car sick. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how people can be a passenger in a car. I'm rarely ever a passenger in a car. Okay. I'm nearly always driving. So anyway, let me tell you a few things about me lately as well too. I've been doing a radio show, okay, on WTWW shortwave 5085, right? On your shortwave dial, okay? And we've been doing it at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on and also midnight UTC. I always give a shout out to my homies in the Ukraine, especially our friends at Rig Expert and Gennady UX5UO, who does these awesome QSL cards. And I do Q&A segment. If you have any questions, let me know. You know how to reach me, Ria at n2rj.com. And also, you can also, hit me up on Facebook or any Twitter, my social media, or anything like that. Instagram, I really don't use Instagram all that much. I have like about 800 some followers on Instagram. I really should be posting more stuff on Instagram. But yeah, but it is what it is. So tonight, yeah, we're going to talk about the Grayline and how we work the Grayline. I have some interesting adventures on the Grayline. I'll teach you some stuff and misconceptions and such like that. And Kat, I'm gonna try to drag her in and get her and see if I could stump her with some questions. I heard she's gonna be doing POTA. I don't know, but she probably is, you know. So anyway, let's first of all talk about the news. So in the news today, I'm sure a lot of people know that the FCC um, running their universal licensing system on a 486, because that apparently is what they're running. I don't think they're actually running a 486, by the way. Maybe it takes me literally. It's probably a Pentium, okay? But yeah, the yeah, Lon, yeah, that's true. So everything is controlled via the the MCU, the the onboard computer, everything. Okay, power windows, locks, the door handles retract, they come in and out, the trunk, the thing. But there's a switch if you ever get kidnapped, right? There's a switch in the front and back trunks where you could press, you know, in case somebody who has the middle name the decides to take you for a ride and talks about sleeping with the fishes, okay? And he has a thick Jersey accent. Way to stereotype, Rhea. But yeah. So NU3Q, you are gonna be making Dayton. Aw, that's awful, my friend. You know, um, I will be at Dayton. I will be, repping the ARRL. I'm going to be in the ARRL development booth, asking people to support the ARRL. Um, and But I'm also going to be in various other places. I'm going to be talking, with my friends in the contest, the DX community. I'm attending 3 after hours events. So one of them is the ARRL donor reception, where I talk with all of people I know who support the ARRL financially, because they're important to the ARRL. And we got to tell them thanks, right? It's always nice that they give their support and we give them a reception. And then David Minster is going to be giving a speech. What else? I'm going to be going to the Flex Radio banquet on Friday. Okay, so Flex Radio on Friday, and that's my jam. I love the Flex Radio banquet. Although I wish I could have attended the Thursday one for DXers and contesters. What you gonna do? I'll just attend the one for general audiences rather than the one for PG-13. So on Saturday, of course, is contest dinner, and I enjoy contest dinner. You know, go hang out with some of these contesters, right? And I will also be in the contest super suite, which this year is going to be at a different hotel. It's not going to be in Crown Plaza. It's going to be at the Hope Hotel. And yes, I am staying at the Hope Hotel. Okay. So that's going to be real interesting. It's the same hotel where Contest University is being held, right? So anyway, back to the news. So as you all know, the FCC has been running their Pentium 2, Pentium 4, whatever old computer they're running on their 1995 website. And they enacted the fees, and of course, after they enacted the fees, the computer promptly decided to take a nap, for lack of a better word. And it was they were not issuing licenses. So they fixed that, to their credit. Of course, they fixed it, and now the computer is all hunky dory and back in operation. So that's pretty good on their part. So they were down for a while. So they there is some other things, but um there is a thing about apparently there was some tornadoes in Oklahoma. They were this past week. So Oklahoma activated Aries for tornadoes, right? So 12 tornadoes touched down in central parts of Oklahoma. And the one that struck Seminole, Oklahoma, was an EF2, according to the National Weather Service. It was a mile wide and 31 miles of path. 31 miles. Okay. So Aries came out on Saturday, May 7th, and 7 amateurs were active between chainsaw and debris removal teams and the volunteer center. Okay. So yeah, they were active for 8 hours until the cell phones came back up. Chainsaw crews. You want to know something really dumb? What happened this week? So I'm going to show you a rare glimpse into my Facebook. Okay, and you're going to see something really stupid. Um, you know, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry this guy didn't get a Darwin Award, right? Because he totally deserved it. But unfortunately, Darwin had to reholster his his evolver, and he muttered under his breath that these guys are not letting me clean up the gene pool. Okay, so share. I'm gonna share you a Chrome tab. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. So here in New Jersey, we had a power outage. Okay, and I like power outages. No, I don't like power outages. So yeah, so I noticed my battery system kicked on, and we're on backup power. So 11,000 people, the entire territory of Sussex Rural Co-op, was without power. Okay. Apparently, the line workers were doing stuff on the substation, right? So they had to take one of the substation offline. They de-energized the substation, and then they of course backfed from the other substation, and so they only had another one substation working. And some guy decided it was a good time to do tree maintenance. So anybody knows about cutting a tree, knowing that this is the absolute stupidest way to cut a tree down. Okay. I mean, he probably watched half a YouTube video. I mean, nothing wrong with watching YouTube, okay? But I will tell you, a lot of YouTubers get it wrong. Okay. You have to be very careful about what you learn from YouTube. This person tried to cut down a tree, right? But he did it the absolute wrong way. And of course, this tree decided to lean into these power lines. Okay. And these power lines were supplying 11,000 people. Can you believe this? Can you believe this idiot who did this? Right. Anyway, he learned his lesson. I hope he had to pay some money. I really hope he had to pay some money, because this costs us downtime. But you know what? I had my solar and batteries going, so I wasn't really, too worried. Yeah. So, moral of the story is learn to cut trees properly, but at the same time, if you can't do it properly, hire a professional. And if you're working near power lines, call the power company. Exactly. He did not notch it. Okay. He just kind of did a half-assed attempt at notching. He made a V. What? You make a V? What kind of idiocy is that? It's not even gonna fall. It is gonna freaking fall sideways. Okay. So yeah, Covain. Oh, the FCC. Yeah, they're probably gonna upgrade. Well, they're probably gonna upgrade from Windows 2000 to XP. Okay. Money well spent. But yeah. So yeah, so moral of the story, if you're doing anything, if you're digging, even if you're digging for towers too, because I have underground power lines where I am. Okay. If you're digging, call the power company. Call 811. Most states, you will call 811. Okay. And then that could get you with a call before you dig hotline. And that'll be able to get you to to dig safely. But if you're cutting trees, call a power company near the power lines, so that you don't inconvenience people, you don't kill yourself, you don't kill other people. I think it's kind of lucky because the road was right there. That tree could have ended up straight in the road. Okay. And, probably on a passing car, which would have been disastrous. Right. All right. My rant. That's enough for my rant. What else is in the news? So, of course, Dayton's going on this weekend. This next weekend, not this weekend, coming up. The YouTubers Hamfest is coming up, and we have a bunch of people who are taking part in the YouTubers Hamfest, myself included. I do have 2 slots booked. I'm going to be doing a presentation, one on RF safety, and the other one, I'm actually going to do a kit builders bonanza, I call it, with Joe Eisenberg. However, The kit builder one is going to be in my usual live with Ria slot on Sunday. It's going to be at 9:45 p.m. because I think Ham Radio 2.0 is doing a bunch of giveaways and stuff like that. And I let him clear out. Nobody was on 7200 to complain to. Yeah. So, yeah, and Joe and I were going to be talking kits, and he's probably going to be building some live. So it's that one is going to be after hours. Okay, there are slots available on Sunday morning, but you know what I do on Sunday morning? I go to church, so I really can't, do anything on Sunday morning. So that is that. But YouTube is Hamfest is great. All right. There was a story I talked about on the radio show about a radio ham who rescued somebody who fell overboard. If you want, listen to the radio show. I have it on my YouTube channel, Ria Shack Ham Radio, and I also have it on the podcast platform Podbean. And I'm going to be setting up where I'm going to be distributing it to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and also Spotify. Right? So you can listen to me. Don't listen to Joe Rogan, okay? Listen to me. Right? Joe Rogan's boring. But yeah, the shortwave radio show is good. So yeah, excuse me. Let's see what else is here. Excuse me. Oh, okay. So the FAA, I did a video about the altimeters, the radio altimeters. So the Verizon and these other telephone companies, their whole takeover of 3.5 gigahertz for 5G, right? Because you really need 10, you really need a gigabit internet on your phone. Okay. So while they're doing this takeover for 5G, the wide as a barn door radar altimeters are, they're some of these old radar altimeters are susceptible to interference. And then what's going to happen is that they're kind of, they're so problematic that the FAA is going to meet with the telecom industry to retrofit, right, and replace some of the altimeters in their aircraft. Because look, the last thing you want is the altimeter to malfunction, and as before the pilot makes the flare, right? If they get too close to the ground, crash and bang. My son will tell you because he is pretty much almost practically a pilot because it's like, he mastered all these flying games. I tell you, when he's old enough, he's going on his discovery flight. I think he'll be a great pilot. Kat is late. That's all where she is. Okay. She's late. Yeah. So the altimeters will be replaced, right? And how these altimeters work is they're basically radar that go toward the ground, and they tell you how high above the ground you are. And they're used for instrument landings. They're used for that kind of stuff. And they're also used in military aircraft for low flying because you want to tactically fly low, right? Okay. And let's see here. So Rob Shearwood now has an interesting tool. He has tools, Shearwood tools. This is from K4FMH, right? Frank Hull. Yeah, he has the Shearwood list where you can list test publishers and okay, interesting stuff. Anyway. All right. Well, I think you've had enough of news. We're excited about Dayton. Kat's not going to Dayton, unfortunately. They have the Armed Force Day cross band exercise. So that's a big thing with Mars this weekend. It's going to be, the Armed Forces Day is going to be May 21, but They're going to be having an exercise on May 14th, and they're going to be doing it on 60 meters. So 60 meters is shared with government. So we're going to be able to talk to them. They actually have several stations set up. The RSGB is honoring the RF Safety Committee members, Greg Lappin, and all of these people at the RF Safety Committee, which is great. And then the ARRL has an app for Dayton Hamvention. So, that's going to be good. All right. So on to tonight's topic. What is the Grayline? Well, if you know anything about HF propagation, right? And it is where kind of like, so it's not hard to explain, but I want to show you a visual aid here, okay? And I definitely want to show you, I see my co-host upstairs probably eating a pot pie, okay?
Not eating a pot pie.
Okay. Okay. Right. We just talk about the Grayline, okay? So, Kat, do you work DX? Tell me you do.
Technically, I guess you could say I've tried.
Have you worked any foreign countries?
No, but I have listened to foreign countries.
Okay. You will have to make your first DX contact soon because the Cycle 25 is really ramping up. So anyway, tell us about tonight. What went on tonight? You didn't go with Brandon, right?
No, I did not go to Brandon. I had to go drop off. I had to do an errand before coming on.
Okay.
One of my friends left something at my house.
I was kind of explaining to people about Brandon, okay? I said no, she didn't go to Tahiti, and everybody who's been to a gas pump knows who Brandon is.
Exactly.
Because I did that. The stickers. It's funny. Yeah. So anyway, gun for hire. That's my homies. Yeah. That's the name of a local range here,
Mm.
Yeah, where I go and shoot more than the breeze. But
really?
Yeah,
no,
we have
I need to go pew-pewing.
Yeah. They have paper and they have steel in some of the some of the ranges they have steel, but it's indoors, but they have a big range now. They nickname it Mount Gunmore. It's huge. Yeah, it's huge. Okay. So yeah. So yeah. Okay. Excuse me. So anyway, if you've ever worked in any foreign countries, you kind of get acquainted with the concept of the Grayline. Okay. I'm going to show you what the Grayline is, right? So you see this map here, right?
Right.
And you see this thing between light and dark, right?
Correct.
Well, where there's light and dark, where there's like the boundary, that's called a Grayline. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually on the technician test, believe it or not. Okay.
Yes,
Not
it is.
that, yeah. So tell me what the Grayline is.
Basically, if we're going to dummy it down, the Grayline is has a lot to do with propagation. So
Right.
wherever there is light, that is where you can have a lot of radioactivity. When it's dark, it decreases the radioactivity you can have. Right?
Not really. So
I got it offset, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I could tell you is the Grayline is okay. So let's start with the concept of light and dark, right? So now we're going into summer. Okay. We have the light areas where the sun is shining, right? And the dark areas where it's night. Okay. Why is that important to us? So the ionosphere, there's several layers of the ionosphere, right? And then let me see. There was something I was looking at, gray line on the ionosphere. There's a line called the Terminator, the Sunrise Sunset Terminator. Terminated, like California. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Um, yeah, I think this is it. Right? So you have in the daytime, you have the D region. Remember, we did this whole episode on propagation early on? You have the D region, which absorbs. You have the E region, which sometimes refracts on 6 meters. Then you have the F region. So during the daytime, the F region stratifies and basically separates into two. You have F1 and F2 layers, right? At nighttime, you have the F region on the left side. The F region becomes one, and the E region is still there, and the D layer disappears. The reason for this is that the sun is no longer shining on the ionosphere, and the D region, since it's the lowest one, receives the least amount of sunlight, and therefore it disappears. Okay, and because it's not heated anymore, the F region kind of condenses back into one. Now there is the twilight zone. Okay, literally the twilight zone. Between light and dark, you find that the D region is disappearing, okay? And then the F region is still strongly ionized because, it's closer to the sun. And you'll find that you have strong F layer ionization. So you have the F layer getting more able to reflect frequencies better. But the D region is gone, so it's not absorbing anymore. And that's what you call the gray line. So the gray line, however, right, is most pronounced on and this is kind of like what they're talking about here. You see this gray line, okay? The gray line is more pronounced on the lower bands like 40, 80, and 160. However, I have had effects of this on 20 meters, okay? And some of my most memorable contacts on 20 meters have been in the gray line. Like, for example, XZ1Z, right? Which is the Myanmar, okay, by the late Zorro, right? The Mark of Zorro, yeah, JH1AJT, okay, and I will show you here. X-ray Zulu 1 Zulu. Zorro is Japanese at radio amateur. Okay, he went to Myanmar, which was formerly known as Burma, and he had his foundation for global children, where he used to spend money and give a lot of things for children, educational, fighting disease and such like that. This guy was way better than Bill Gates. Okay, um, you know, I well, I don't, I ain't gonna say that in terms of contribution, but he had his heart into it. Okay, Zorro was a really nice guy, right? He was there. Here he is with the Prince of Bhutan, and then here he is, in A5A. Here he is with Monk Apollo, right? Can you see this? Oh, whoops. I'm not sharing the correct screen. But anyway.
You're not sharing the correct screen.
Yeah, I'll share the correct screen. Share the screen. Chrome tab. Right. So let me start over, right? So Zorro, I went on XZ. One of the most memorable contacts I had was XZ1Z, which was in Myanmar, right? Which was formerly known as Burma. And then Zorro, here he is with his antenna, big antenna. Here he is with the Prince of Bhutan, right? I didn't even know Bhutan had a prince. Here he is with A5A, Prince of Bhutan. Here, and Oh, that's Adrian, K08SCA. That's my friend. Here's Champ on the right side, and then you have a few others, and then you have yeah, you have Zoro on the left side there. You have Monk Apollo, another silent key, a great guy, Monk Apollo, who was the um, he was at Mount Athos in Greece, and he was basically a one man DXCC entity, you know. Mount Athos, spores of Mount. Okay, yep. And let's see here. Yeah, he was there at the monastery, and Zoro really loved Hammer. So yeah, XZ1Z. This is the one, right? And I'll tell you, a lot of great contacts I had were on the Grayline. So the contact with Zoro was really interesting because I was, listening for him, okay, on 20. I didn't hear him at all, but I was waiting till my Grayline came, sunset, and then quickly he came up, right, calling CQ, and I got him in there, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like then though the QRMers came in, like the people, guy was playing a recording of barnyard noises, you know, so yeah, it was yeah, Myanmar. What was Myanmar known as before? Uh, yeah, I worked him. Oh no, XZ1J. Okay, but I worked him in on 17 meters phone. Okay, in 2013. Yep, the mark of Zoro. Zoro will be missed. So anyway, are you that guy in a suit that just talks to himself? Who is that? I don't know.
I
Who
don't
are you
know.
talking about? Who are you talking about, Ron?
Oh, oh, Covain.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're gonna have a lot of adventures with propagation, when you do get back in the air. How's your HF
Yes.
doing?
HS is doing pretty good. I've got to put my antenna back up.
Okay. Oh, you took it down?
I took it down for some storms, and then I need to mow the lawn and then pick it back up to mow and then put it back down.
Were you taking part in this no mo May?
No more what?
No mow May. Like people are pledging not to mow in May.
Well, I have a battery powered mower. I don't know why I wouldn't mow. I
Really?
don't want
No, well, this is not about, burning fossil fuels, This is about which battery powered mower do you have, first of all?
the Ryobi.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I want to get an ego. But the no, this is about where people are saying let your lawn grow a little bit and let the flowers grow, and you know yeah, kind of, right? It's like, it's for the bees though, you want it for the
Okay.
bees.
Okay, that's fine. But I have a whole bunch of clover in my yard.
And that's good for the bees.
Well, then here's the other thing. I also have wild rabbits in my yard that are eating the flowers. So how's that going to benefit the bees when I got rabbits eating the flowers?
Well, it benefits the rabbits. A goat is cheaper.
Look,
Yeah.
look. I found on Aldi, and I'm
Mhm.
going to go get it this weekend, $9 for a 45-inch pool, plastic
Okay.
pool.
Oh
Okay.
God.
I've
And
got
you're gonna put
concrete outside. I got
okay.
concrete, and I got a spot to put it in. So I plan on digging a hole and getting some and digging it out and concreting
Mhm.
a hole wide enough to put this pool
Yeah.
on.
Mhm.
Okay, and then I'm gonna set up the sprinkler system after I fill the pool up.
Mhm.
All right, I've got a beach chair, quote unquote beach
Yeah.
chair, that I'm gonna stick in the middle of it. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go out there in my happy bathing suit with my neighbor who I don't have next door because I don't have any neighbors next door. thankfully, right now. And
Okay.
I'm going to go and tan outside in the pool with the sprinkler system going.
Nice. Nice. Hey,
I came up with this
so
idea.
yeah, I see T-Ray's in the house. Yeah. T-Ray says he's not going to Dayton. I think T-Ray says he's going to he's going to Huntsville. You know,
Oh, he's going to Huntsville?
he's going to Huntsville. I want to go to Huntsville. But, yeah.
Are you coming to Huntsville? Are we going to party like 1965?
1965.
Is it
I'm
party
gonna
like 1965?
Party like 1999.
That's it.
Where do you get 1965 from?
I have no idea. Look, my
Uh-huh.
brain's fried. Okay, it is fried.
Is it Southern fried?
It should be Southern fried.
Okay. Like
It might
Southern
be.
fried chicken.
It might be Middle Eastern fried.
Okay. Middle Eastern fried. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is. So
That didn't make
yeah,
any
so,
sense. See, I'm loco.
yeah. So, other things, speaking about propagation, solar cycle 25 is already shaping up to be a real hoot. It's it's basically the sunspot numbers are actually getting better than predicted. And I've been working DX daily on 12 and 10 meters, which is great. Let's see here. So I'll show you this. Share the screen. So tell me what you did last week when I wasn't. I'm really sorry about last week. I was on a call with with this top secret project with some of my friends in China, and then I was like, uh, it ran long. It just ran long.
What I did? Hold on.
Yeah.
I think my video is going weird. I'm like, I have no
You
idea.
delayed.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. See, I'm using the Blackmagic ATEM, so that should be a lot better. Yeah. Any plans for field day? Where is she? Okay. I guess she's gone. Yeah, 20 meters at night has been kind of interesting because I didn't realize the band could basically go all the way, you know. It's like five guys and you said you want a double cheeseburger and you want it all the way. So yeah, she froze. Probably her internet, Suddenlink or whatever is the name of the internet company, decided to take a dump. You lost the cat. We put the cat out. Okay? We put the cat out. You put the cat out at night. Although I think you want to keep the cat in. Yeah, boys. I'll wait for her to get back. But cycle 25 has been really interesting because they have all the sunspot numbers here. And we've been getting some really, really gnarly stuff. We actually got a radio blackout this week. Oh, by the way, there's going to be a solar eclipse next week. Is it this weekend? It's going to be not solar, a lunar eclipse. Okay. My friend Bill Quiet Thunder, he's a Native American. He's been tracking this. Well, you know what I mean. Indigenous people. Okay. Native American. Indigenous people. He's a. I don't like to use the term Indian because that's like that's me. Okay. Yeah. And that was a mistake that Columbus made, right? When he when he came to New World. He thought that he went to India. True story, which is why they called uh, indigenous people, they call them Indians, because Columbus truly thought that he went to India by sailing around the world. He didn't. He reached this new land that he never discovered. So what time is the May 2022 eclipse? And here on MSN, that would not load properly. Full of ads, by the way. I think my ad blocker is on, I hope. But yeah. Yeah, 12:11 a.m. Monday morning. Okay, so that's gonna be May 15th. Okay, and lasts until Monday morning. Sunday night until Monday. Okay. That's cool. Right? I'll be back. Yes. Okay, she'll be back. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna mention all the cat jokes. Oh, she's probably watching. Okay. I don't know why. But yeah. So anyway, other memorable things on propagation. So the Grayline, I've actually made some pretty good contacts on the Grayline, and I could show you here on Club Log some of the nice stuff I made on Grayline. There was one I actually made here on let's see here. There's one I made to Japan, and Japan actually made this contact. It was on Japan on 160 on the 15th of January at 12:31 UTC. So that's like what, 8? That's probably like 7:30 a.m. Right? 160 CW. Really interesting. So I have Japan on 160 through 10. I need to get Japan on 160 on 6 meters, which is probably going to happen this season. I worked Hawaii on the Grayline. Hawaii would be on 160 and 80, right? So Kilo Hotel 7 Mike. And yeah, it's just rocking. A lot of stuff I worked on 80 meters was on the Grayline. Like early in the morning, I just get up and I look, I look for a lot of interesting DX to work. Hair dye for hams if you have any. Yeah. Do I have any grays? I don't know. I think I was on a conference call the other day and I saw grays in my hair. I'm like, woo. You're working the Grayline on FT4. Okay. But is it really Grayline? What are you working on the Grayline right now? Because I think the Grayline is it's past you. I don't know what state are you in, Dion? Are you in truly in Foreland? I don't know. So I think she's back.
I am back. I had to restart my computer. I don't know what happened.
Well, maybe, yeah. Okay, so we wouldn't mention all the cat jokes we made. How your computer got cat scratch fever. Yeah. So Dion's in South Carolina, from what I gather. Right? Yeah. What happened to your sound? You're freezing.
I'm laughing. I'm here.
Yeah, right. It's kind of wonky.
Is it not better? Hold on.
It's delayed. It looks like a bad kung fu movie.
Does it really look like a bad kung fu movie?
Yes.
Are you serious right now? Really?
Yeah. It's like, it reminds me of a kung fu movie. He was like, "You bastard! You killed my friend." That's badly dubbed over in English.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, I unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Yeah. Like I said, it looked like a bad kung fu movie. "You bastard! You killed my friend, and now you'll pay."
All right, I plugged it in. I plugged it in, and I unplugged it and plugged it back in. So this should be better.
Godzilla.
Oh my God! Say Godzilla. Godzilla.
Oh God. Man. So what I think you should do, really, is probably, when you get your battery and stuff like that. I don't know
Become
if
a
you're a
monkey.
morning or afternoon person. Probably in the afternoon. Try to work some stuff on a gray line.
All right, I will. I'm more of an afternoon person. I've been liking my
Yeah.
beauty sleep a little bit lately.
I think gray line now it stretches like 7 o'clock at night. I was surprised. I was watching, like, outside. It doesn't get dark until almost 8 o'clock now here. You know.
Oh my God.
So yeah, T Ray says he was just where and did he work him? Yeah. What is on the gray line right now? Let's see. 20 meters has been smoking. So, any other plans, stuff that you're working on? I know tax season's over.
After now that tax season's over,
Yeah.
nothing like radio related. I'm working on something else to do some other things.
Okay.
Like because either tax season's over with.
Right.
I gotta find something else to do to make up the money that I'm losing on the hours that I've lost.
On tax? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to show smart SDR. Oh, my thing is delayed. Yeah, my mistake.
Am I still looking delayed when I'm talking?
No, I am now.
Say kung fu fighting.
Kung fu fighting.
Say kung fu fighting.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Hold on. It's crazy. I know.
So you want to hear something funny?
What?
Somebody thinks they need to get a pay raise because they had to put up with me for 4 months.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, but they forgot how bad they were for 4 months.
Right. Okay.
I think I'm delayed too now. Oh, look. You came up with the multiple colored screen there.
The color bars. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I could restart it. Hold on. Maybe I'll go out and get back in. Hang on.
Oh no, I think it might be StreamYard.
StreamYard's so
I'm
stupid
delayed,
these days.
And you're delayed, then it's got to be StreamYard.
It's got to be StreamYard. Yeah, hang on a second.
All right, everybody. We will not talk about the Rhea jokes. Okay, nobody talk about the Rhea jokes. Okay, now she's gone. So we're just going to talk about Rhea real quick, okay? So don't tell her I told you this, but she's thinking about escaping to Tahiti. I wish.
I thought about escaping, to.
Oh, so you heard me. Dadgummit.
I know. No, I really thought about escaping, but
oh my God, it's a kung fu movie.
Actually looked on this website called Ham Radio Homes, and I saw there was this one near Huntsville. So
I thought that one sold already.
Yeah, it sold really fast, apparently. I'll go there and then, what would I do for a living? Yeah. Yeah, now they have they have homes in California. Who wants to live in California? Florida, okay. Illinois.
I'll take Florida.
I could live in Florida. 5 acres with no HOAs, 2 bedroom, 2 bath home plus a guest house. 80 minutes to Tampa and Orlando, asking 300,000. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's Florida. I mean, my mom lives in I love my mom, okay?
Look,
Let me just put it this way.
you want to be moved to Bama to come be next to your bestie from the Westie.
Yeah, I could do that. But then
Just
you guys have like one tiny little beach called Gulf Shores.
no, we got 2 beaches.
Oh, tell me what?
Actually, it goes from Spanish Fort all the way to Orange Beach on the
But
edge of Pensacola.
it's like this tiny.
It's not that tiny.
Mhm.
It's like this tiny. Get it
Yeah.
straight. Get it straight. This
So
tiny.
so Lon, many years ago, I was going to move to Texas, okay? And then I decided against. Um, I have mixed feelings about that, okay? For one, Texas is a nice state, but it's basically growing so fast that the whole state is a big construction zone. And the traffic I heard is just getting worse and worse. And the urban sprawl. So Texas is good in many ways, but I think um I think it's just gonna grow so fast. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to afford to live there. It's just yeah, like you said, 300,000 doesn't get your starter home. 300,000 doesn't get your starter home here. And we're gaining, believe it or not, New Jersey gained population, but there are a lot of people who are escaping New Jersey. Yeah. Yeah, traffic was a big reason I retired. Well, I work from home, so I don't really, I'm not retired. You see, this is the problem, Ron. Yeah, I don't like the rain. I don't like the rain. I don't like the snow. I don't like any of that stuff. Okay. Arizona. I might like Arizona. But the snakes and the scorpions, right? The rattlesnakes. You guys don't have scorpions in Alabama, right?
We do have scorpions in Alabama, boo boo.
Oh God.
We
You see,
have
this
them.
is
My
where
little
I live.
sister has them out there in Faultville, but it's mostly in the country where you're going to find them at. You don't
Hmm.
find them a lot in the city. Very few places I have. Now, Dad brought home a scorpion once, but he got it down there at the city
Yeah.
garage. But as far as out in my backyard or whatnot, I haven't seen a scorpion.
Hmm.
I've seen bunnies.
Yeah. So you don't have water, electricity, grocery store, the government service. Yeah, you do. Is that sarcasm, Lon?
That's
Because it
very
sure
much sarcasm.
I know. No, you have all those things. It's just that no, Texas has a lot of good things going for it. The problem is that it has so many people now, you know. So I don't know. It's just crazy. Like so many people are moving there. So many people are moving there. I don't know how that's gonna sustain itself long term. And I think also the politics of I hate to talk politics, but um it's gonna it is gonna change. Okay, with all the people moving there, it's gonna change. So what made Texas, attractive for a lot of people is probably not gonna be.
Exactly.
Um Hell no. Okay, I'll tell you why. North Dakota. Okay,
You're not going to
no
put me in North Dakota, that's for sure.
no offense to your state, but you guys have winter in August. Okay. I
No,
heard the
thank you.
first frost comes in August, September. No. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. I don't know.
Sorry, just coughing up fur balls here.
Yeah. So anyway, I was hoping to show you what's on the Flex now, but I think it's bogging down my computer so much. And I'm looking like a giant kung fu movie. Yeah.
A giant kung fu movie? Kung
Yeah.
fu fighting.
I used to watch Kung Fu and Kung Fu Legend Continues
Fast as
with
lightning.
David Carradine, who used to talk about Tai Chi, you know? So, yeah, David Carradine. He was interesting. All right. Let's see what else. So I'll tell you. One other thing is and about the Grayline is the skew paths, right? So
Uh-huh.
often you aim your antennas. I mean, in your case, it's not apical, but if you have like a beam antenna,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually what some people do um, is that they aim the antenna not directly at the country they're working, but they aim it along the gray line, to enhance propagation. So they call out a skew path. You know, yeah, and yeah, it's counterintuitive, sort of. Oh, I found this nice thing here. This nice gray line map here. It's going to be. Let's see here. Share. Cat just left. Did she also become victim of the um, kung fu movie? So, sun and the moon, gray line band around the earth. Okay, one reason. Okay, right. Hmm, interesting. And the moon is right there. And you see the gray line over Saudi Arabia,
Yes.
right? And the gray line over the western United States. I think what is it? Is it not lawn? Who said is it there in Washington? Ron, are you in Washington? Yeah, you're probably gonna see the gray line pretty soon in the next couple hours. Probably still light where you are. So anyway, she get nunchucks. She had to get a pot pie to eat again.
No, I had to get an inhaler.
All right. So anyway, any final thoughts?
No, but it's kind of fun chasing the gray line.
Okay, that's cool.
That's what I've been heard. That's what I was told anyway.
Yeah, make sure you watch my presentation on YouTubers Handfest. It's gonna be fun. But give me some moral support at least.
I'll give you some more support. I'm
Uh-oh.
going. I will send you. I will hold up a big old sign
Mm-hmm.
that says "Let's go, Rhea."
That sounds like Let's Go Brandon.
Let's go, Rhea. Rhea's the best.
Oh God.
Rhea kicks butt, but we're going to use ass instead.
Yeah.
Rhea puts the boys to shame.
Mm-hmm.
Her
What else are you gonna
intelligence
say?
takes the boys to the yard, not her milkshake.
Anyway, so my final thought is if you're at Dayton next week, let me know. You could hit me up on I guess, wherever. Um
Discord, Twitter.
yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence, T Ray. I guess I'll see you at Huntsville. But I'm going to Dayton next week
Oh,
and I will see you guys there. I'll see some of you. Now, there's a lot of people said, oh, sorry, that they're not going, which is kind of strange.
so
Hmm.
I had a thought process, but
Which is,
then I forgot about it because I had on a roll about holding up a sign,
hmm
and um,
make America Ria again.
then I forgot um, then I forgot about what I was going to say.
Hmm.
But it'll come back to me soon, I'm sure. As it always
Okay,
does in some shape, form, or fashion.
right.
It's all coming back to me now.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, that I knew that song, Celine Dion.
You like Celine? Mm.
I wouldn't go that far.
I
Okay,
like Celine. I wish I
I
had
like.
her
You wish you had a what?
her vocals.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
hit she hit it pretty high.
She can. Not as She can't get high as Mariah, but she's, she's up there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Definitely not as high as Mariah. That's for sure.
yeah. Yeah, you hit you up on the calling frequency. Yeah, I might publish a calling frequency where I plan to be. So we'll see. You know, we will see. We'll definitely see.
Lon goes, I tend to remember things around 2:30 a.m.
Really?
That's what he said.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Like
Mm,
I have a tendency to, forget things and I remember things.
right. So anyway. All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna shut this down.
Bye everybody. 73. I guess when are you going to be in Dayton? What, Friday? Or
No,
Thursday?
Thursday, because I have an ARRL event on Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah, so unfortunately, probably I don't think I'm going to be on a show next week. Who knows? Maybe the donor event will end early. But then again,
Maybe we can do a live from Dayton.
I probably will. I'll probably go in the contest super suite and do a live.
Look who came to visit everybody.
Who?
Raven.
Aw, Raven. Hi, Raven.
Hi.
Yeah, Raven blends into the background.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, 73, everybody.
Oh, bye, everybody. Sorry.